Hello, parents, and welcome back to Parent Shift, a place where we talk about conscious parenting. What is this consistency gap which is possibly destroying our child's future? Now, imagine this. Imagine that you are giving your child 1,000 rewards and stimuli every single minute. And if you're not giving it, at least the world around is. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? 1,000? My God, that's like a huge number. But exactly what is happening in the world today and to today's children? Every notification, every phone call, every message that gets exchanged, every short video that gets exchanged, everything that they do on social media, the games that they play, especially the online games. Well, physical games hardly any children are playing now. Every like, every comment, every instant delivery, everything that is that short quick reward that they're getting, that is the stimuli that I'm referring to. And they're like hundreds of thousands of them around our children all day and night. Sometimes it's a necessity. Sometimes it is the reward that we are giving them for all the affluence that we are having because of our career and the money that we are earning. Sometimes it's just that we don't have time for our children, and that's how we're keeping them busy. But that's exactly what is happening. And slowly, without realizing it at all, our children are today beginning to believe that everything in the world should be immediate. That's what is happening. That's the instant gratification. That's the instant lock in of the dopamine rush that is getting locked in into their brain, into their character, into their behavior, into the way they are dealing with life. The problem is nothing truly valuable works that way. We parents must understand this, that the greatest predictor of success in life is not intelligence. It is not talent. It is not confidence. Today, these things are tom-tommed and made out to be much bigger than everything else. Actually, really, at the base of it, you look at the best of the media people, best of the sports people, best of the people in the research domain, people who have built companies, people who have built career in academics or banks or other institutions, or people who have gone into politics and built their career. You name it in any field. It is not the talent, it is not the skill, it's not the confidence, it's not the intelligence alone. It is really actually taking all of these things and applying it by delaying their gratification and doing consistently hard, laborious work to build a future. That is the predictor of success. The inability to work hard, inability to put the effort, put in the hours, have left so many people to be called wasted geniuses in the world today. Sometimes some of us have to work hard at building relationships. Sometimes some of us have to work hard at delivering what we need to deliver. Sometimes some of us have to work hard to prove ourselves, our idea, our product, our way of life. Sometimes some of us have to work really hard to solve problems, overcome obstacles, create resources, use those resources, and really build value for which people will pay money. Almost all of us have to work hard at something. And if you're not doing that, mediocrity, that is where we will land. And that is the challenge of this instant gratification culture. And that is what is destroying our children's future. Angela Duckworth, a prominent psychologist and a researcher, said this, that other than grit, which sort of is passion, we have to have long term perseverance. And that is a stronger predictor of academic and career success than just IQ. Someone could be born brilliant, but you have to have that perseverance. In fact, in so many of my practices, not just psychology and coaching, but when I look at my spiritual practice from Jyotish and from other teachings that I've worked with in healing, I always see this, that there are brilliant people whose intelligence is working against them. They're not getting things done because they're far too intelligent to be patient with things. And that's where delayed gratification, consistency, and hard work comes in. If you've heard about the Stanford marshmallow experiment, it happened several decades back. If you've not, please do read it. But it was fairly simply this, that children who could wait longer for a reward were tracked and they were found to be better performing as adults in later stages of life as compared to those children who could not wait for the reward and instantly ate that marshmallow that they were given. That's the same thing that's happening to a lot of children today. Today, children are no longer waiting for the next marshmallow, the next reward. They get something, they consume it. So it's become a consumption driven culture. They want to have it now, they want to have the toy now. Many of us, when we were growing up, we were told you can get the bicycle provided you do this, and we had to complete something. You will get this, you will be taken on this vacation or holiday provided you do this. And in the last 20 odd years, suddenly the culture has become that all of us thought that we were deprived as children and blame our parents. And we suddenly, because we have found that new age wealth, we want to give everything to our children. What is that doing to our children? Some of us may say that we are providing resources, but is it really that? Are we letting our children really earn the important things of life today in our life? Algorithms, parents, teachers, friends, and pretty much the entire environment is offering our children hundreds of thousands of rewards and stimuli all throughout the day. Sometimes, like I said, in a minute or two, they get much of this. The brain is learning a very important lesson and a dangerous lesson in this case. I want it and I get it immediately. If I want something and I don't get it immediately, it isn't worth getting. Is it really worth getting? Because if I want something, I should be able to get it. It should be within my reach. That's what children are going with. And combine this with another problem that I see with children: emotional dysregulation, their inability to manage their emotion. Oh my God, this becomes such a dangerous combination. The lack of the ability to wait and the lack of ability to manage emotions becomes an extremely dangerous gap that prevents children from being consistent in anything. This is where our children are literally becoming the microwave generation or the instant delivery generation. Technology has trained our children to expect answers, entertainment, validation, products, even success instantly. There are kids who get onto games and do farming and do warfare and think that they are very ready to win a battle or run a agricultural empire or run a cosmetics empire. I mean, there are tons of these kind of games which are out there. What are these children really learning? Are they even valuable lesson? Because some of those things which happen, transactions, even if they are coded to be exactly the way it will happen in nature, it's still not exact because you're taking the timing factor out of it. Growing something may take 1 or 2 seasons. Building a company may take several quarters, maybe even several years. And in a game, warfare doesn't get won overnight, but in games, people are winning wars in about an hour, 2 hours. In a multiplayer scenario, they may continue the conquests and build violence into their head. But are they really learning strategy, which in real warfare, the war could go on for years together? Something for us to think about. Life doesn't work the way digital life works. Life doesn't work like a microwave. Life doesn't work like an instant delivery app. Life is a slow cooker. It's a slow cooker with a slow flame. Your ego needs to get cooked slowly. Your thoughts need to get cooked slowly. Insight doesn't arrive soon. You have to learn. You have to become an expert. Becoming an expert itself takes some 10,000 hours of practice. Only then do insights start arriving. And that insight becoming real, true, valuable wisdom, something that has foresight, hindsight, all of that combined, it takes time. Life doesn't give you strong character immediately, it takes time. Life doesn't give you a deep friendship or a deep marriage immediately, it takes time. Life doesn't give you a successful career immediately, it takes time. Life doesn't give you financial stability instantly, it takes time. Life doesn't give you fitness instantly. You can't buy a fit body, it takes time. And the more you age, the more time it takes to build a fit body or relationships, etc. Mastery in sports, mastery in music, mastery in business, mastery in academics. You name it, you pick it up. Wherever it comes to mastery, it takes time. All all slow cookers are achievers. Anyone who was patient enough to work with things have achieved things in life. And that's what children today need to learn. And that's precisely what they're not able to learn because of the way their environment is, because of the way we have built stimuli around us. We are raising our children to only know microwave popcorn, not really how corn is grown, corn is transported, and that corn possibly gives popcorns. That's what we need to train. So, here are 5 things that every parent must do. Number one, and this has to happen every day, praise the child's effort, praise the child's detail orientation, praise the child's specificity, and not the child's talent, not the result that the child gets alone. Yes, you should praise the child's talent or results when something significant has been achieved, but consistently praise them for waking up on time, praise them for finishing their homework, praise them for getting X number of things that was planned in a week done, praise them for finishing a course in a semester, praise them for that effort. Yes, when talent shows up, when result shows up, do praise them. That's a separate subject. But instead of saying things like, oh, you are a good boy, oh, you are so smart, oh, you are a wonderful girl, say things like, it was lovely to see that you put in 20 hours of work this week into this. It was great to see that you stayed at this even when it became difficult. It was good to see that you and your friends continued to play the match very seriously, despite knowing that it was very difficult for you to win against that strong team. Children repeat what gets rewarded. If you reward their efforts, if you praise their efforts, they'll put more and more of it. Yes, once in a while, show them the direction of taking the awards, the effort to results, but that's a different side of the coaching. That comes in the second point that I'm going to speak, which is finish what you start. So not only should you praise the effort and not the end result, but also teach the child to finish what they start. Teach them to take things to their logical end. Every child, and in fact, do this from this year, every year, choose 2 things that the child must do, something really new and difficult, or something that's a step up. Like if they have done level 1 of piano, make sure that they pick up level 2 and finish it. They have no option to quit it. At the beginning of the year, have that negotiation of what is their priority, what are they going to look at in academics, what are they going to look at in sports, what are they going to look at in music or some other areas to develop their personality holistically. When a child says, oh, I can't master reading, I can't do general knowledge and things like those, that's exactly the time to tell them, pick this up, develop a new skill, and don't let them quit for one full season. See what comes out of it. So pick up anything that is meaningful discipline, language, sports, music, some kind of a hobby, because this meaningful discipline is what commitment is. And that commitment builds consistency, and consistency builds character. And commitment, consistency, and character are the perfect antidote for this dopamine rush that this new world is all about. Point number 3 that you should look at, all parents, make waiting normal. Let your child get bored. Not every desire deserves an immediate response. Let them wait. Let them get that frustration. Let them have that frustration tolerance. That frustration tolerance is very, very important, right? So if they want something, let there be a 3-month, 4-month, 5-month period. Because, let's say, for example, they are studying a third language and they want to really top in the class. They can't top in the class unless they give the final exams, can't it? And that final exam is going to be an year away. Or if they want to be really good at sports, they have to really play every level. They have to play entry level at school level. They have to possibly play at a district level. Slowly, they have to play at a state level. It's only then that they can even go for trials for the nationals, isn't it? So it's going to take time. So they have to learn how to wait. And during that waiting comes my 4th point, which is let them also experience boredom, because they cannot be occupied all the time. Sometimes they will have nothing to do. So while you make waiting normal, and the 4th point, which is let them experience boredom, they don't stimulate them all the time. There are periods when you should take away everything from them. No TV, no devices, no going out, no library, no book, nothing. Let them just sit. Tell them, go to sleep, rest, sit around, laze around, play some foolish games. Just sit and chit chat, spend time with the family, get them to clean up the house, help with chores. Sometimes some of these things are very boring for children. Get them to do it. Many times when children go through life skills and they are waiting for the result, they are experiencing boredom, which is third and fourth point put together. That's when their creativity sparks. That's when they figure out something, because they will start noticing. When they pause, they will notice things. They will notice problems. They will notice things that they need to put their head into. Remember, children by nature are very inquisitive, but they need that pause. The moment they pause, their inquisitiveness comes in. Their creativity gets sparked and they start doing things when their distraction disappears. Try these. And last but not the least, you must become an example for the child of delayed gratification, of consistency, of commitment, of building a character. Children will learn patience from their parents, not from your lecture. Children will learn healthy habits from their parents, not from a lecture. Children will learn waking up early, not from anything else but from their parents. Children will learn the habit of fitness from their parents, from nothing else. Children will learn how to study deep, do hard work, deep work, good behavior, build a good character, correct themselves, say sorry, say thank you, help somebody, be kind. All of these things children will learn the hard way from their parents, not from lectures. They have to be shown again and again. So you have to become that example. For that matter of fact, in this world today, most people cannot hold a good, long, deep conversation. They have to learn this from their parents. So when they learn this from their parents, they will be able to have deep, long conversations with their friends. Show them. Show them this by having deep, long conversations with them. So those are the big 5 things that you can do starting today to ensure that your child overcomes this consistency gap. There's a lot of dopamine effect going around. You as a parent have to learn to filter that. The overall big idea that you have to remember is that mental mastery is never about waiting to quit. It's never about fighting the battle alone. It is about increasing the space between your impulse to quit and your impulse to complain and your impulse that you're a victim, to the actual point where you get the thing done. You have to reduce the number of times you want to quit. That is what is the consistency gap that we have to cover. We have to teach our children to pause. We have to teach our children to build that discipline. We have to teach our children to create a big space between what they could do to quit versus what they could do to complete. That big space is the frustration tolerance that we have to teach our children. That is the greatest gift that we can possibly give our children for the coming 30 to 50 years, and for them to pass on a gift to their next generation. Think about this, stay with this, listen to my message a few times over, try out some of these things and send me your questions. I'm happy to have a chat with you and a consult. Also, if you have something else that I should talk about in detail, I'm happy to make a video. Leave those in the comment section and I will respond to you. Hope you're able to get something good out of this and help your child become a successful individual. I will see you soon. Till then, take good care of yourself.